Well, we survived to another weekend. That's always a good thing, isn't it? We have a couple of different breaks on tap for tonight. We're going to finish up a case of Luminaries baseball that we started on Wednesday night, which of course was its release night. And then we're going to open a full case of Chronicles baseball. That's one we haven't been into in a little while. So before we get started, there is a little bit of information that I like to go over. So we're gonna be working on that. I'm trying to check one little thing here, guys. I'm trying to see if I've got someone who's picking up a team on a second chance offer by way of eBay, and I'm trying to make sure that we have that sorted out, because I know we had some questions about how it works, and I think we probably have it sorted out, but I was just making sure that I didn't see anything pending there that I needed to follow up on. Okay, so feedback 100% automated and set up that way for a long time now so that you don't ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get the same in return. So how about that? No lines, no waiting. That's always a good thing. And next we're going to, next we're going to say thank you, because I don't want to skip that part. I do appreciate you being here, bidding and breaking and chatting and keeping me company as we do this most nights of the week. Here's a look at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, we're going to do a 16-box master case of Unparalleled Football. And really, guys, a master case is just 2 8-box cases in a bigger box. And Panini, gets all fancy on us, calls them a master case. So that's what we're going to have what we're going to have to open tomorrow night. I'll get it out in a minute. Sunday night is an off night because Patriots versus Steelers. Yeah, we got to catch that. Not to mention all the rest of the Sunday night or Sunday day football as well for opening weekend. On Monday night, we're going to open Trinity Football, 5-Star Baseball, National Treasures, Collegiate Football, all by the full case. On Tuesday, we're going to do a master case of Absolute Football. So once again, that's just 2 6-box cases put in a bigger box. That's how it rolls. On Wednesday, it's the first Wednesday in a long time, we have no new releases at all coming out on Wednesday. Imagine that. Can't even think about the last time that happened. And we're still going to stick to our 8:30 start time, though, just because we've gotten in the habit of doing that on Wednesdays. So I decided to just stay with it. We'll start at 8:30 Eastern, which is 5:30 Pacific. And we're going to open 2 things that night. A half case of Gold Standard Football, which is the back half of a case for those of you who care about that sort of thing. And then we're going to open a full jumbo case of Topps Chrome Baseball, which we have not been, we haven't opened in a while, probably 3 or 4 weeks. So we'll dig into that too. Now here's what you need to know for tonight. We've got a couple of different things going here. So Luminaries Baseball is a free shipping break. Anytime you do a free shipping break with me, it's always projected to go out no later than a week after the break. So it means it'll be on the way to you no later than Friday a week from today. Now, most of the time it goes sooner. Sometimes it goes a lot sooner. It just means no later than that. And our Chronicles baseball break, I am anticipating being out the door and on the way to you approximately Tuesday. As always, if I can get something out sooner than the date you see on the screen, I will happily do so. If something unexpected should happen, it could always be a day later, but right now I'm expecting it to be Tuesday. Everybody's going to pull cards in Chronicles, so we don't need to worry about consolation cards there. In Luminaries, however, if you get skunked there and your team is not one of the teams pulled, you are still entitled to a consolation card. It can be from any year and any series. I basically just have a box of loose cards for every team. I can reach in there and grab one for you. Now, typically on free shipping breaks, I hang on to your consolation cards and I send them out the next time you have a package going out. And I do keep track of that for a rolling 90-day period. If, however, you get skunked in Luminaries and you don't want to wait for your next package to ship, I can just put that consolation card in a plain white envelope by itself and shoot it right over to you. So all you would need to do is hit me up on eBay and let me know, and I would get you taken care of. So first up tonight is a half case, which is 6 boxes of Luminaries Baseball. This is a half case break. It is break number 2. And of course, our eBay end date is tonight, same night we're breaking it, Friday night, the 6th of September. And we have a few teams in here that don't have hits, so they were not listed for sale. You'll see that noted there. It's the Diamondbacks, the Rockies, the Marlins, and the Rays. Everything else in here, you've got a bidder name across from a team name. Washington Nationals are actually picked up by way of Second Chance. That was done through eBay, so we got it done before the break. We don't have to try to do it during the break. Yay! Thank you, Lake Effect Collectibles, for sparing us from having to, find it a home live. Makes it much easier, doesn't it? So I am right now adjusting the focus. This is our last little piece of business. You're going to notice the background went out of focus a little bit, but I don't want that to worry you. We will still be able to see everything nice and close. Actually, a little better when we change it up that way. Now, of course, this is the back half of the case, so that's why our boxes are numbered on the end. I used random.org to determine for us which boxes we opened in the first half, and then it leaves us with these remaining 6 for the back half. Chris, you need some Tigers, Mets, and Red Sox. Dominic is looking for the Yankees, and James is looking for the Cincinnati Reds. My Reds playing the Diamondbacks tonight. So our first card out is Rhys Hoskins, and that is, of course, for the Phillies. It is numbered to 15. So the Philadelphia Phillies off to a good start with a Rhys Hoskins. And let's see what we got in the next one. I do like Luminaries. It's I liked the card the card design a little better last year, I think, but I do really like this product. It's only been out a few years, so this is its third year, I think. Mr. Juan Soto for the Nationals, numbered 210. Of course, everything in here is pretty low numbered, so you don't usually have to worry about it being high numbered. Not in an expensive product like this is usually pretty low. Oh my gosh, it is 6-2. Oh man, James, I tell you what, I had to turn it off earlier because I needed to get the spreadsheet finished, and I had a bunch of email to get through and whatnot, so I turned it off. And the score was not quite so dreadful when I turned it off. I think it was 3 that the Diamondbacks had, so I guess they've done something since then. Oh, baby, that's what we come to play for right here. How about Mike Trout to 10, right? Now that is one of the reasons you love Luminaries, because you pull guys like Mike Trout with on-card autographs numbered to 10. So the Angels hit it big on that hit. And it's only the bottom of the 5th. Good grief. I wonder, what are the Diamondbacks going to do? Score like 100 runs on us? That's just going to be awful. Good grief. I guess I should be glad I'm missing that, huh? But anyway, thank you for updating me, James. I do always appreciate knowing the scores for sure. Randy Johnson and the Mariners. That is numbered to 15. That picture is really kind of dark on there for whatever reason. I don't know why they use such a dark picture, but anyway, Randy Johnson, Mariners, also nice. Yeah, James, I agree that Mike Trout was absolute fire. I mean, it's anytime you pull a Mike Trout, it's just money in the bank. For obvious reasons. I mean, the guy's incredible. So, Matsui, the Yankees, numbered also 210. And we are approaching the last box, so you know what that means. It is last box mojo time here for Luminaries. We've already pulled some fire. Let's see if there's a little more left for us here in the final box of Luminaries out of this break. Well, not too bad. It's Big Papi. It is David Ortiz. That is numbered to 15 for the Boston Red Sox. So we'll start the recap with the one that's in my hand. Ortiz to 15, Red Sox. Matsui, Yankees to 10. The Randy Johnson to 15 for the Mariners. The Mike Trout to 10 for the Angels. Nice. Equally nice, Juan Soto to 10 for the Nationals. And Rhys Hoskins to 15 for the Philadelphia Phillies. So that takes care of luminaries, which brings us, of course, to our next in line for tonight, which is our case of Chronicles baseball. That one takes a little bit longer, doesn't it? Let me get our spreadsheet information up here again real quickly. We'll hit the high points and then we'll start on Chronicles. So for those of you who missed it before, there is the information you need to know. Luminaries on the way no later than Friday a week from today, probably sooner, but no later than that. Free shipping breaks always projected out about a week after the fact. Paid shipping break tonight is Chronicles. Anticipated being on the way Tuesday. Don't need to worry about consolation cards in Chronicles. Every team is going to pull cards and we'll have a package coming. And for luminaries, of course, if you got skunked in there, typically your consolation card is held until your next package ships. But if you want it sent sooner by itself, just send me a message on eBay and let me know. And I will get you hooked up. So this is another full case break of Chronicles. It is break number 3. Also ended tonight on eBay, of course, live streaming the same night it ended, Friday night, the 6th of September. We've got team names on the left-hand side, our winning bidders across from each team on the opposite side. And there is loads of stuff to look at in Chronicles. If you've not done a break of this before, I think you'll really like it. Just give me a second to get the case up on the table and opened up, and we'll be rolling along. Actually had to get a Sharpie too. I forgot and left mine somewhere, so I had to grab another one in case we need to use it tonight, because we might need to. If we get redemptions or something like that. So this is a 16 box case. So it's a pretty healthy size case. There's really not a tremendous number of cards per box. There's like maybe 50 cards a box or something like that. So it's not an outrageous number of total cards. But the thing is this, they put them in a lot of packs. So that means we spend about as long opening all the packs and the packaging as we do actually looking at what comes out of it. So they're famous, some of these guys, for at Topps and Panini, for putting in a lot of packaging. This is not as bad as some, though, I will tell you that. There are definitely releases that are worse. I've got a little bit of a sore throat coming on, guys, so I apologize. You're probably going to hear me clearing my throat a little bit here and there, and also trying to chug some water and keep it a little bit on the moist side so that we don't have, well, let's put that back up there, so that we don't have problems, you know, tomorrow night when I have to do this, trying to keep it under control a little bit. So what we're looking for in here is 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card. I just realized you can't see that. Let's try that again. Now you can. 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card per box on average. Now that's always the key with Panini. They like to use that word, on average. And in real world, what that means to us is sometimes they replace one of our hits with a points card and a rewards point card. And if they do that, we'll give it out using random.org at the end of the break. And every once in a while, they'll just completely mess up and not put in a hit they're supposed to put in, or put in a points card to replace it. But fortunately, that rarely happens. That's maybe happened 3 or 4 times to me this entire year. once in hoops, and then a couple of times out of the same product the other, not too long ago. Maybe it was Donruss football or something. They did that a couple of times, but anyway. So James, you need the reds, and then Eloy is on the wish list here for, is that pronounced Roche? Or did I butcher that? I probably butchered it, but sorry if I did. So let me back up. We're going to go through this first box a little bit slower. I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're looking at. Then in subsequent boxes, we're going to go faster, okay? This is an example of just a Chronicles base card. Most of the things in here are not going to be Chronicles base cards. They are mostly going to be inserts of various types. And a lot of them will be numbered. Many of them will be high numbered. A few will be low numbered. The high numbered ones we probably won't read out every time. The lower ones we will. So there's score, there's rookies and stars. There are guaranteed Spectra hits this year. And they're typically base cards in here. Occasionally, I don't know if we found any with any autographs this year or not. We used to in the past, but this year I cannot recall if we have seen any or not. But we are supposed to find 3 Spectra base cards per, that's the wrong sleeve, I guess, per box. So that's new this year, guaranteeing us those, which is kind of cool. And the first one that we see is numbered to 99. And there you go. That answers our question. Yeah, they do come out autographed, don't they? Because there is Tatis for the Padres. Very, very nice. Jersey, on-card autograph, and numbered to 99. And I know the color is kind of weird. It's all that blue back there somewhat throws the color off in the camera for some reason. Suarez just hit a 3-run homer. Oh, nice. Now it's 6-5. Oh, I like that. Thanks. Thanks, James. That makes me happier. Phoenix. A few Phoenix will be numbered. Many will not. Titan. That's another example of occasionally some will be numbered. Most are not. This is Studio. And this is an example of a numbered studio. You'll see it down there at the bottom. And it is low numbered enough that we'll take a little better look at it because that is numbered 225 for Cole Tucker. And the Pittsburgh Pirates there with our first numbered card. Classics is in here. This is playoff football. Brandon Crawford with a relic. This is on the Chronicles base set. We'll find a fair amount of our relics will actually be on the Chronicles base set. At least that's the way it's been in past cases. And we have Crusade cards. There are going to be loads of these. Some of them will be numbered. Some of them won't. Usually the ones that are numbered are somewhat on the high side, like around 99 or higher, but not always. Contenders Optic, that's a prism, but it is not numbered. Once again, we'll find loads of those. There's an example of Certified and another example of Certified. And this one is Timeless Treasures. And occasionally those are numbered, but it's generally on the front of the card if it is. So it's easy to spot, like as is Playoff. You can see this one is numbered to 199. So again, for the most part, when they're high numbered like that, after we get out of this first box, I won't necessarily always call that out, okay? You say for the Mariners is our second prism out of here, or Spectra, I should say. It is a prism, but Spectra is what I intended to say. And Jose Altuve for the Astros, another Crusade, but unnumbered. Obsidian, we'll find loads of those. Most are not numbered. A few usually are. Usually, you know, we might find one in a case that is, or something like that. In general, there's no guarantee, of course. Rated rookies, that would be out of the Donruss, or the Donruss flagship card set. There's Limited, Ascension. Here comes another Spectra for us with Justice Sheffield and the Mariners. It's another base, like you say was. The base, of course, are not numbered. They're looking like a weird color, and that's, again, just the camera's just washing out because of all that blue back there, but those are actually silver and black, even though it looked funky. That's what it is. An Obsidian Ryan O'Hearn. A bunch more base stuff. And a Polanco with an autograph on the Prestige card set. And that one, of course, is a sticker auto. We'll find probably, I don't know, a reasonable amount will be stickers. There will be some that aren't, like the nice Tatis earlier wasn't. So there's Contenders Optic, it's Prism, it's patterned and numbered to 299. So when you see it with that nice little pattern on it, you can count on those being numbered, albeit high, they are still numbered to 299. There's an example of limited that's numbered. It's to 299 Cole Tucker. And here comes Cal Quantrill. And Cal is another hit for the Padres. This one is on Contenders baseball card set sticker as well. So Padres with 2 of the 3 autographs out of the first box. One of them being Tatis, which kind of makes their night right off the bat, I would say. This is Phoenix with a cracked ice, or sometimes called crystal pattern. It's numbered to 99 for Yusei and the Mariners. All right, so that gives you an idea of what it is that we're looking for as we go along, what kinds of things we're going to see. And so from this point, we're going to speed through some of these other boxes a little more, so not stop and necessarily call out every single card set and look at every single number and like that, because I think we all have a pretty good handle on how it's coming out now. But if you have any questions or you need to take a second look at something, you can always jump right there into chat and let me know, and we'll get it back up in front of the camera for you. There is a little bit of a delay, FYI, in chat. So if there is something that, say, you have a question about, just try to, like, make a note of what the card type was, you know, like Spectra or Chronicles or Score or whatever, so that if I'm going back looking for it, it'll be easier to find it. Because sometimes it might be a minute or so after you type it in before it comes up and I see it. And there's a lot can happen in a minute. This has got a bad lower right corner. You can see that white kind of down there and tells you that that is not perfect at all. And it is Chad Sabotka. You know, I'm not going to say it right. It is for the Atlanta Braves, and I did completely butcher the kid's name, unfortunately. Not the first time, though. Won't be the last. Contenders Optic Red Wave. Anytime you see Red Wave on a Contenders Optic, it's going to be to 199 in here. These cards like to bounce around and poof up, and they kind of make life a little difficult because many of them, due to the way that they're coated, they do have some curvature to them. There's Kipnis for our relic for the Indians. And as such, they kind of have to keep them in very short little stacks because some of them have severe curvature. Seems to be the Phoenix cards are almost the worst ones out of here tonight. Buckeye is here. Hi, Buckeye. How are you? What's happening in your part of the world? Wander Franco. This is numbered to 99. And oh, we are crushing it tonight in Spectra. That is so awesome. That's the Tampa Bay Rays. Our first Spectra rookie jersey auto was Tatis. Our second one is Wander Franco. So, like, yeah, does it, you know, we need to just keep going, keep thinking like that. Let's find Alonso and Guerrero and some of our other rookies in that same format, because I like the way this case is shaping up at the moment. Here's a Spectra base parallel, and it is for the Toronto Blue Jays with Reese McGuire, and happens to be numbered to 99. Whenever you see that pattern, it will be to 99 on those Spectra base. You're bummed out because you got sniped a lot in this break, but you survived the hurricane? Well, good. Thank goodness you did. You know what, that was, guys, the Bahamas, the more that comes out of there, it's just incredible that anyone survived that. That just decimated parts of the Bahamas. I feel horrible for those people. That is numbered to 50, Chris Paddock and the Padres. I mean, you think about how bad it is when there's a disaster and you're not on an island. Like you remember when Houston, or was it Houston? Somewhere down in Texas that flooded. And of course, obviously, when we had New Orleans flood with Katrina and all that, and how horrible the cleanup was and everything. And then you multiply that by probably times 100 because you're out there on an island. Milwaukee Brewers, Corbin Burns on a Contenders baseball season ticket. So yes, I do feel for those people. This is numbered to 50 on Titan. It's Francisco Lindor for the Indians. So we were lucky that it mostly has spared the U.S. I mean, sure, some wind and some water, but at one point, of course, it looked like it was going to be so much worse than it turned out to be for us. We're fortunate. People in the Bahamas, not as much. Garrett Hampson, Colorado Rockies base spectra. Acuna, Atlanta Braves on a Contenders optic prism base. And there goes box number 2, finished up. You said it went right on by you and stayed east of you. That is really good. I have a friend who inherited a home from when her mother passed down in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And she's actually not down there right now. She's working in another part of the country at the moment. But I asked her, checked in with her to make sure her place survived, and it did, fortunately. So said they really didn't have too much damage there in Hilton Head, some just minor stuff, which is kind of amazing considering what they were forecasting at one point. So, you know, we had talked about Bowman Chrome, and I thought Bowman Chrome was coming out Wednesday of this upcoming week, which it was originally, and apparently Topps moved it, and I somehow hadn't caught the update in my email or something. So yeah, we're not going to have Bowman Chrome next week. Got pushed back to, I want to say, the 14th. And then one of the basketball products got pushed back too. I can't recall if it was Immaculate or what it was, but one of those got pushed back into, I think, even the following month. So I got to do a little updating on some of that stuff. Shohei Ohtani to 75 for the Angels. So that's why we had Wednesday night free and clear for the first time in a long time since they moved the date of Bowman Chrome, and nothing else was on the calendar. Urias, this is coming out for the Padres again. Padres are doing quite well. That's Cornerstone's relic. It is numbered to 49. The big 49. Those are nice relics. Big, thick cards. Carter Kieboom, Contenders Optic Prism. This Phoenix, of course, with that little pattern, is to 299. So I guess for those of you who might have been following the saga of Antonio Brown, this is Jesus Luzardo. It is numbered to 99. It's on the Panini baseball card set, and it's headed to the Oakland A's. There is more to the story. There's always more to the story with Antonio Brown, isn't there? Still 199, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Phoenix, with a wave pattern red on there. So, you know, they had said that previously that he was suspended or going to be suspended, that he wasn't going to travel with the team, he wasn't going to be playing Monday night, and they just hadn't announced whether the suspension was going to be inactive or like detrimental to conduct, detrimental to the team. That's to 25. That's Michael Chavez. And, of course, that is heading out for the Red Sox. Behind it, we have another Spectra. This one for the Cardinals, Goldschmidt base Spectra. And so then, you know, if they had suspended him for conduct detrimental to the team or unbecoming to the team, or however it's phrased, he would have lost all of his guarantees in his deal, which is like $30 million of his deal. So they said, well, they would announce the details. This is Vlad Guerrero Jr. There's a nice one for the Toronto Blue Jays. It's numbered to 99 on Contenders Baseball. And so Antonio, you know, in the way that he likes to do things, he unfollowed the Raiders and Derek Carr and like all the people associated with it because, you know, remember he did the same thing in Pittsburgh, of course, when he was getting ready to, you know, throw a fit. And so everybody was predicting, oh, he's never going to play it down for the Raiders. You know, apparently he called the GM a cracker and then cussed him out, told him he was going to punch him in the face. Like, more details keep coming out of all the stuff that transpired of the GM. So then I guess the GM somehow says, well, he's going to leave it up to Gruden. So as soon as that announcement was made, I'm thinking, oh, if they're leaving it up to Gruden, Gruden's going to play him. There's no way Gruden will suspend him because all he cares about is winning. He doesn't care about character or anything else. He cares about winning. And sure enough, tonight, they came out and said, oh, Antonio just made a heartfelt apology, and Gruden has just welcomed him back, and he will be playing with them on Monday night, traveling with the team and playing with them. He will not be suspended. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my gosh. It is just never ending. Of course, they're still not out of the woods. You got to get through a whole season with him first before you know what's going to happen. Spectra, numbered 225. And there's another one for the Padres. This is Urias again. So I just think it's pretty funny, really, to tell you the truth. Because it's, you know, it's not like they didn't know. It's not like you couldn't watch it unfold in Pittsburgh, right? You knew what you were getting, so whatever happens from there, oh well, that's on you. Kyle Wright comes out for the Atlanta Braves on a base Spectra. Eloy and the White Sox. We've got a triple relic there. That's on the Absolute card set. Seems crazy that we're almost, we're winding down on the baseball season. It doesn't even seem like we've been close to a full season of baseball. Time has just flown by. But I am ready for football. I can't wait to see what happens with my Steelers this year. I mean, I know it's going to be different without AB and Le'Veon. This is Valdez for the Astros. It's numbered to 49. We've got another Spectra rookie jersey autograph combo there. So a few of those so far tonight. I had forgotten that those were in there, to tell you the truth. I'm sure we had them in the other cases, but I haven't opened it in 3 or 4 weeks, and I forgot. This is Gabriel Guerrero, and it is on the Absolute card set. It is numbered to 50. Corners are like maybe not 100% perfect on it, but they're not outrageously bad either. And Miami Marlins taking that one. And that's numbered to 199 from Mr. Pete Alonso. Comes Vieira on a Spectra. Got a bad lower left, actually lower left and lower right. You can see a little bit of chipping on both of those corners there on the back side. And that one is signed. Nice. Oh, that's very nice. For Chicago with Vieira. Is he a Cub or a White Sox? I got to think about him. He's a White Sox, isn't he? I'll have to double check on that. I think he's a White Sox. He's not one I pull terribly often. This is the Mojo pattern on the Phoenix card set and numbered to 75. And that one is Yusei as well. Pulled lots of Yusei tonight. He is White Sox. Okay, good. That's what I thought. But I wanted to make 100% sure. I was pretty sure it was White Sox, but he is one that I don't pull super often, so better safe than sorry. But you verified it that we were on the right path there with White Sox. Excuse me 1 second here. Thank you. I had a little kitty that was wanting to go through, and I had made a big mess of pile of boxes over there, and little kitty I think was afraid to traverse them, so I just wanted to move a couple of them out of the line of fire so kitty could get past. Because you never know where they're going, right? I mean, like, I definitely would not want to stop Kitty if it was on the way to the litter box, for instance, you know. You never know where they're headed. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these two. I love these. These are actually part of the Chronicles design, but they're really cool. This is Ryan Borucki, and it is for the Toronto Blue Jays. America's Pastime is the card set. It's numbered to 99. Those are hard-signed autographs. And there's another one, too, besides America's Pastime. I forget what the other card set is called, but we'll probably run across it. It looks very similar to that, just has a different name on the card set. But they're very thick, nice cards, good color combo. I like them. A Pete Alonso group of relics for the Mets on the Absolute card set. That's, I think, pretty high numbered, but we'll look at it. Yeah, it's to 199. Bryce Harper and the Phillies. Next, we have got another Spectra base, and that is Acuna for the Atlanta Braves. That one to 199 as well for Austin Riley, who didn't he just get reactivated? He's been out with, I don't know, what, a knee or something for a bit. I think he just got reactivated though. Gleyber Torres and the Yankees. That is Spectra, low number to 10. So some Spectra base for the Yankees all the way down to 10. And there's just a Chris Paddock Titan. It was facing the other way, so you never know. You never know what you're going to get. It was Phoenix. It was Yusei again. And here is numbered to 99, another one on the Absolute card set. Avellino. It's the Giants. A little San Francisco love there. Looks like we've got a Cornerstones upon us. And Cedric Mullins and the Baltimore Orioles, the subject of this one. And it's signed, yay. So you've got your 4 relics, your autograph there, and it is numbered to 99. Contenders Optic to 199, Red Wave. And also, no, I didn't, I guess. There. course, I'm glad to see college football back underway, too. I'm anxious to see if my Kentucky Wildcats are going to be able to improve upon the season they had last year. They did some kind of news story locally talking about how in the past, every time the Wildcats football team would have a really good year, win-loss record, I mean, that the following year they would come back and just absolutely be horrible and stink up the joint. So I'm hoping we avoid that fate this year, but they had followed that back through quite some little bit of time in history, and it seemed to happen with the surprising amount of frequency. So, you know, I hope it doesn't happen this year. It's Dakota Hudson and the Cardinals, Spectra base. But you also kind of wonder, it's like, hey, you're our local media. Why do you want to put things like that in our guy's head, you know? Let the national media, if somebody's going to try to slap the jinx on you, let it be the national media, right? Not like the local media that should be a little friendlier towards the hometown team, one would think. Ramon Laureano for the Oakland A's. And Laureano on another America's Pastime. That one is numbered to 99. And this is a Purple Mojo Contenders Optic to 75 for King Felix and the Mariners. Mookie Betts to 49. That's nice looking relics. Well, nice looking card. The relics are, you know, single color, but it's still cool. For the Boston Red Sox. So I think the Spectra is just a lot of fun in this card set, period. I like when we pull Spectra hits. Detroit Tigers and Victor Reyes. That one numbered to 99. It's also on the Absolute card set. And along with most of the other Absolute card sets, it's not 100% perfect on edges and corners, but it's not dreadful. Eloy. There's a nice looking Eloy Crusade for you, and that is numbered to 199, but that's a pretty cool looking little parallel. So for your White Sox. A Cornerstones for the Mariners. This is Justice Sheffield. And that one to 99. Hard signed autograph and quad relics. Spectra coming at you again. And numbered to 25, it is Nathaniel Lowe for the Tampa Bay Rays. An Aaron Judge Crusade. Well, I'm working on it. Some of these are not wanting to come out of the wrappers very easily, are they? Ortiz, a numbered to 99 for the Orioles, Luis Ortiz. Wrong sleeve. Let's try that again. There we go. Pete Alonso on a Titan Prism. Titan insert. Wasn't numbered, but still good to have. Always good to get your rookies on as many parallels as you can, because really sometimes the parallels in here are every bit as valuable as relics and sometimes the signatures as well. Some of the chases for the parallels can be quite, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Brandon Lowe /99. Lucrative, that's the word I was looking for. Tampa Bay Rays, there's another Spectra rookie jersey, hard signed autograph, and our color is starting to get more normal on the camera now that all that blue is not up there in front of it. It's not reading all that blue off those boxes, so starting to look a little more normal as we go along color-wise. Corey Seager, Dodgers. This is on Hometown Heroes, dual relics. A product they maybe, I think, last made in about 2013 or thereabouts. Herman Marquez, Colorado Rockies. That's a nice little hit. Prestige card set, numbered to 23. Cracked ice. Woohoo! Love it. Always like to see the cracked ice. Nick Senzel /25 on a Crusade for my Cincinnati Reds. He's cooled off a little bit, Senzel has, but man, Aquino is still, I think, pretty well burning it up. It's to $199. I mean, he's not knocking out a homer every single night like he was there for a while, Aquino, I mean. But listen, that kid is still just raking. I love that kid, Aquino. And to tell you the truth, I hadn't paid a great deal of attention to him in our farm system. Like, he was one that I wasn't watching as closely as I was some of the others. All right, well, we're not going to worry about that. This is Reese McGuire, and it is numbered to 49. And you've got a quad relics there, cornerstones, hard signed autograph and relics. And let me just grab in a brand new pack of sleeves, and I'm going to actually get out one that I know is the proper size instead of continuing to grab the ones that are the wrong size out of the little stack there that was sitting on the table, which I apparently mixed the two up at some point when I was cleaning them up at night. That's to $2.99 for Mike Trout. And I hate it when I do that. I sometimes will grab a stack and I'll think it's the bigger ones and I'll put it in the, one that's the bag that is for the bigger ones, and I will have accidentally mixed in some of the regular size ones, and then you'll grab like 3 or 4 in the row and they'll all be the wrong ones. It makes me crazy. Jonathan Davis, Blue Jays, base Spectra. It's my own fault, of course, for getting it in the wrong little bag. But it still makes me crazy when I do it. Kyle Tucker for the Houston Astros with a Crusade. All right, that is that. We are moving on to another box. Oh, James, you said he's going to be big. I hope so. We are talking about Aquino, Roche. Aristides Aquino plays for the Cincinnati Reds. And he really, I guess, came up one game last year in the call-up, but I don't even think he played the whole game, did he? I barely even remember that he was there. He maybe had like one at bat or something. And he was a kid I just wasn't really watching that closely because, honestly, he didn't seem like he was going to be all that good, particularly. Like, he'd be okay, but not great, is how it seemed. And he made some changes to his batting stance over the winter. and I guess even into the spring, and all of a sudden, I mean, they bring the kid up a couple months ago, or a month and a half or so ago, and he has just been lighting it up. I mean, he's got all kinds of records for most home runs in X number of games. He's just setting new records all the time. He's got a zillion RBIs. He's only been up less than half the season. He's got more RBIs than probably 2/3 of the guys on our team. Jake Cave for the Minnesota Twins, Spectra base. So yeah, hopefully he's going to be good long term. Contenders, Optic, Prism, Mike Trout. But it is Aristides Aquino is his name. A really tall kid. And a strange looking batting stance since he changed it. But it works, so whatever works, right? Rodriguez for the Indians. Jeffrey Rodriguez on an absolute card set. Oh, yeah, James. He's definitely, as you said, he's been breaking records all over the place for sure. It's been a lot of fun to watch him. Shohei Ohtani, that is numbered to 25, Crusade for the Angels. He's been really, really good. And the Reds needed to get younger. Reds were getting too old. We need some youth. I mean, Van Meter, Senzel, Aquino, we're getting there. Numbered to 99, that is Cody Bellinger. Belly out for the Dodgers on a Spectra parallel. Here comes Luis Ortiz again, numbered to 199. And we have a Spectra rookie jersey autograph. Baltimore Orioles, of course. Top of the 7th, it's still 6-5. They're playing slowly, aren't they? If they're only at the top of the 7th. Yusei Kikuchi, 225 on the certified card set for the Mariners. Must have some extended at-bats or something going on there. They haven't made up any more ground than that. Fernando Tatis. That is the Padres. And it is Panini Prime is the card set for that relic. Little Aaron Judge Crusade. Got another Spectra coming up. Looks like it's Freddie Peralta on this one. And Freddie is numbered to 25. You've got some bad corners right there. Lower left, lower right. Neither one of those are great corners. But that's cool looking hit. It's got the scope pattern on it. Hard signed autograph. It's the Brewers, of course, with Freddie Peralta. And little ink headed your way. Oh, you want to see which one? The Michael Kopech? Where'd he get? Was he on what card set? Do you know which card set he was on? Let's see if I've got him. I think he would be right near the top over here. Hang on a second. He's on playoff. Is this the one you wanted to see? It's numbered to 50 on the playoff Kopech. I think that's the one you want. If that's not the one you wanted to see, let me know. But I think that's probably the one. If it's not, I'll go track it down. I'll chase it down for you if it's not. This is numbered to 99. It's Kyle Tucker, and that is Crystals for the Astros on the Phoenix card set. All right. That box is out of the way. I'm trying to open up the center here a little bit so that, again, so we don't get those weird color reads on the camera. So I'm trying to just kind of get some of that bunch of blue out of the middle. So I keep shuffling things around a little. It wasn't that one? Oh, okay. Well, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can figure out which other one it could have been then. Hold on 1 minute, please. I will see if there's another one then here in the in the nearby future. There was an Eloy, but that's, you said, Copic. That's really the only one of him I remembered seeing go by really recently, but it could have been Crusade. Was it the Crusade one? That's the only other one I remember. And that one is not numbered. It's just a base Crusade. But that's the only other one I remember seeing, like, super recently. But it was just a base Crusade. That was it? Okay, cool. All right. See, I told you we'd find them. We'd find them eventually. As long as I can remember where I set the last stack, I'm usually not in too bad a shape. It's only if I've stacked it in some weird spot that doesn't go kind of chronologically, I would have a harder time finding it. Okay, this one is to 99 for Aaron Judge. We've got a Spectra coming behind it. It is a Spectra base for Brad Keller and the Royals. Another on the Absolute card set. I would say a little rough down there on the lower corner. But again, that's fairly common for this card set for whatever reason. It's to 99 Tampa Bay Rays, Michael Perez. Should be to 199, which it is. There for Phoenix. A Corbin Burns, Milwaukee Brewers Cornerstones. Oh, there we go again. Good grief. There. Thank goodness, only one in the wrong spot that time. Numbered 299. Jake Bauers, Cleveland Indians. Yay. And our first on Obsidian. I happen to really like when we pull the autographs on Obsidian. It's a very cool card set. I like it a lot. They don't come out as often as some of the others. And that's numbered to 99, headed to the Indians. Jake Bauers, nice little hit there. If you've got Cleveland, you should be happy with that one. Hey, there's another one of your Michael Copic Crusades. Biggio. Kevin's been playing pretty well for Toronto. And this is Corbin Martin, numbered 249 on a Spectra base here for the Astros. Well, a Spectra base parallel, I guess, technically. I guess Biggio's rookies will be in Series 1 of 2020 as well then, won't they? That's where they're putting Bo Bichette. He's going into Series 1 of 2020. Eloy, a refractor for Crusade. Yeah, so not going to be an update. Going straight to Series 1 with a few of our guys like Yordan Alvarez. They're also putting his rookie in Series 1 2020, which I'm shocked. He's been up way long enough that I would have expected him to be an update. Jonathan Davis to 99 rookie jersey autographs, Toronto Blue Jays. Or did we already do update? Did we already do update? I can't even remember. We haven't, have we? No, we've only done Series 1 and Series 2, right? We haven't done update yet. I'm forgetting what's coming out or has come out. I've opened so much stuff. This is Mojo to 75 Phoenix with Merrifield. Anyway, we're not seeing them until 2020 for Yordan Alvarez and Bo Bichette for sure. And I'm thinking that I guess we'll probably have Biggio in there too. You pulled a Jansen Obsidian to 10 And a Vlad 1/1 jersey. Nice, out of Chronicles. Now look at that. Does that make you think we're short a pack? It makes me think we're short a pack. Are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Now you just saw that right there. You just saw that come out of there. No, we're not. We got 6. I counted it wrong. Good Lord. I have one in my hand. And I'm thinking one side was shorter than the other. I'm like, oh my God, they shorted us a pack. And then I don't count the one I was holding in my hand. Oh man, that's bad. That is bad. That is when I should have had a Red Bull ahead of time. Yeah. You ever do stuff like that? Or like the worst, looking for my sunglasses, going crazy or something, and they're on my head? Yeah, like on top of my head. Yeah, sometimes those things happen to me. I shouldn't probably say that out loud, but hey, listen. If you're not there yet, it will happen to you one day, I promise. One day you'll be looking for something, going crazy, and then all of a sudden you'll realize, oh yeah, I've already got it. It's on my head, it's in my hand, whatever. Ramon Laureano for the Oakland A's. That is numbered 250. It's another guy that was playing well and then has been out injured for a while. A lot of guys out this year. /99, Carter Kieboom, the Nats. A Spectra base, Brendan Rodgers, Rockies. And here comes Brendan Rodgers again. I bet this one's going to be an autograph. It's on the Panini baseball card set. I'm guessing when we flip it over, there's going to be ink. Sure enough, there it is. Brendan Rodgers /99, Rockies. A Vlad Guerrero Jr. Contenders Optic Season Ticket Crystals /99. Toronto Blue Jays. So that's a nice little parallel there for baby Vlad. Jose Abreu is coming up with a relic from the Hometown Heroes card set. And that is the White Sox. So yeah, 2020 Series 1. When's the last time you remember being super excited about 2020, about any Series 1? Like, it's always fun because it starts off the new card season, but it's not usually crazy. That's /99 Kopech for the White Sox on the certified card set. Because, you know, you think about the, like, crazy ones, and then they're usually an update. Like Harper and Trout and, you know, that kind of stuff. You usually find it in update. So I'm kind of excited that we have something to look forward to for Series 1. C.D. Pelham, Texas Rangers. That is on the Absolute Baseball card set. And this Crusade is numbered to 299 for Belly and the Dodgers. It's numbered to 50. That is the Rockies and another Brendan Rodgers. It's on the playoff baseball card set. Here is Aaron Judge on a Spectra base parallel /99. All right, we have opened 10 and we have 6 more to go. So we're more than halfway finished, but we still have a little bit to get through. It's still going to take us a little while. One thing about it, this is definitely not a short break when you do Chronicles. I often wonder why they put some of these things in such large cases. Because this would have been perfect as a 12-box case. It's a lot for a 16. It would have been perfect at 12. But my theory is they want a certain amount of money per case. And I think that's why they sometimes put 2 cases in a larger box and call them master cases. And I think that's why sometimes they put out 15 or 16 box cases on some products, like the ones that are less expensive, the Donruss flagship and hoops and like that. Those all come out in 20 box cases. And I think it's just because they have some kind of weird thing about they want to get a certain amount of money per case or they're not happy. Unlike Topps, who, they put together something that is less than whatever per case. They don't care. They got all kinds of different case prices. This is Miles Straw for the Houston Astros, rookie jersey autograph Spectra. Red Wave Trey Turner, Contenders Optic to 199 Nationals. But yeah, Panini's not that way. You just really don't see cases from Panini that are below a certain amount. It would be extremely unusual for them to have a lower priced case, because they'll just keep adding boxes until it gets to a higher price, basically. Well, okay. I've grabbed it off the wrong one and the wrong stack twice. Let's see if we get it right this time. There we go. Hira for the Milwaukee Brewers. That's nice. Keston Hiura has been quite good this year. That's on the Panini baseball card set. And I like this kid. He's been playing well. He got injured also recently, but he's had a good season. Hiura has. Dwayne Underwood, Chicago Cubbies, numbered 250. Absolute baseball card set. I think those are what, to 199 to 299. Sorry, that pattern is 299. And all those Phoenix and Crusade cards are wanting to puff up and roll around and be obnoxious there. They don't like to lay flat, that's for sure. This is numbered to 50, and it is Tatis on Ascension for the Padres. Another gold Spectra should be numbered to 10. That's also going to the Padres. Manny Machado. Spectra gold base parallel to 10. Padres are doing quite well. So here we have one coming up for my Cincinnati Reds. This is Jose Peraza. You certainly don't pull him very often, or I certainly don't pull him very often. This is Cornerstones, and I was really hoping I was going to turn that over and it would be signed, but it's not signed, but it is a relic for Cincinnati Reds to 99 with Jose Peraza, who just got, well, I don't know. He's been up and down playing wise this season, and he got dropped down to the minors, but he wasn't down long, like 10 days or something. And then of course they brought him back up to 199 with the roster expansion. But he's kind of streaky, he'll play well and then not as well, and he can play a lot of different positions, but he hasn't really stuck at any one position. So I don't know what's going to happen with him. Blue Jays, that is Jonathan Davis on a base Spectra. Mike Trout on Contenders Optics season ticket Prism. That box is in the books. James, is the score of the game still the same? Still 6-5 Diamondbacks? Oh, we haven't seen one of these in a while, so nice to get another one of them coming out. This goes to the Angels. It's Taylor Ward. America's Pastime /99. That's on the Chronicles, part of the Chronicles card set. Another /199. We've got another gold Spectra. That's our third one out of this case, so that's not too shabby. It is also, of course, numbered to 10. It's headed to my Cincinnati Reds with Mr. Nick Senzel. I always want to call him Senzel. That's just how it looks to me, and I have to really remind myself every time before I say it. I still slip up and say Senzel sometimes because that's just how it looks to me. Still /199. That is Michael Chavis, Boston. But they kind of monkeyed around with his batting stance, and I don't know why, because the kid was hitting pretty well, and then all of a sudden they start messing with his batting stance, and then they've just messed him all up, and now he's not even hitting like very well. This is numbered to 15. There's Kyle Tucker. We've got another Obsidian autograph out. Headed to the Houston Astros with Kyle Tucker. Hernandez, Red Sox. That is the Panini baseball card set. I haven't seen any gold standard in any of this year, so maybe they didn't include gold standard as one of the parallels. Either that or it's a very difficult chase. It's numbered to 50, Aaron Judge and the Yankees. And then we have a Biggio for the Blue Jays, the Spectra base. Because I kind of like having some of the stuff that is more rare to find, you know, that you, of course, not as rare as it was in basketball last year. We had one Gala. I never found it. And I opened, not this season, but last season. We opened probably 6, 7, 8, 9, I don't know, maybe even 10 cases of that stuff. Never found one of those. They were really rare. Josh Hader and the Brewers. That is a Cornerstones Reserve Materials Relic /99. Cody Bellinger Prism Crusade. Tomorrow night we're going to work on some unparalleled football. That'll be the last I have of the unparalleled. So we'll be waving goodbye to it after tomorrow night. But there is still more Absolute and more Origins. I think there's more Leaf Trinity. So there's still plenty of football to keep us busy. But next Friday, not Wednesday, but Friday, a week from today, unless they change it, we'll get Spectra football. So something to look forward to next week, just not on Wednesday. Number /99, Joey Votto and the Reds. That's on the Chronicles base set. A Spectra, numbered to 5, Robinson Cano and the Mets. It's the lowest number Spectra we've seen so far. Justice Sheffield for the Mariners with America's Pastime, numbered to 99. I'm trying to hold that at an angle because when I look at it straight on, it's hard to see the writing at the top. If you don't tilt it either back or sideways or something, it doesn't want to show up really well on the camera for whatever reason. The lighting, the overhead lighting, I guess, not the best, maybe. I mean, it's pretty strong lighting, but I don't know. Maybe it's where it's positioned. Tampa Bay Rays, Adam Kolarek. On the Absolute Baseball card set. There's a Chris Bryant optic, Contenders Optic Prism. Limited, which is not numbered. Oddly enough, called Limited, not numbered. Danny Jansen. This one's out for the Toronto Blue Jays and America's Pastime again. Numbered to 99 once again. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's numbered to 25. I think I'm just in the habit of saying 99 on those, but that was to 25. Shohei Ohtani, Titan, Crystal, to 99. Angels. That Titan Vlad Guerrero Jr. is to 299, so fairly high numbered on that, but, you know, still. Juan Soto, Hometown Heroes. Numbered to 99. Little dual relic there. Hang on now. Somebody was stuck to the back there. Numbered to 50. It was Carlos Correa in the Astros who was trying to hitch a ride, stuck to the back of another card. Joey Votto, Cincinnati Reds, Spectra Base. That was an Aaron Nola Phoenix Prism. 13 down, 3 to go. I don't know if any of you follow tennis, but that U.S. Open finals coming up this weekend, too. Tomorrow is the women's finals. Serena versus a little 19-year-old Canadian Andreescu. I can't say her name. I've heard her name pronounced, but I can't spit it out. But anyway, so that'll be, I'm going to have a hard time tomorrow between college football and the U.S. Open, but U.S. Open will probably win. And then, of course, the men's finals, I guess, are Sunday, right? I think it's only the women's finals tomorrow. I think. I don't follow the men's tennis as much. It's the only sport that I watch women play in more than men is tennis. In fact, I don't watch a lot of other women's sports, period. Washington Nationals, Scherzer, Spectra Base. Rowdy Tellez to 199. Rowdy comes out for the Toronto Blue Jays. Rookie jersey autographs. I think men's tennis takes too long. I mean, my gosh, those matches are like 3-4 hours long. Sometimes they go even longer than that. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons I like the women's game better in tennis. Fernando Tatis Jr., Padres. You know, most time there, you're done an hour, hour and a half. Occasionally, maybe 2 hours, but hardly ever would you go over that. In men's, hardly ever would you be less than that. Usually way more. You can't devote that kind of time. This one is a res for the Indians, Spectra Base. Chris Bryant. Because, you know, it's different from baseball in the sense that, like, yeah, baseball takes forever too, but you can almost do, like, a lot of other things and still follow your baseball game. Because, truly, there's a lot of downtime. I mean, think about it, right? I hit the camera, I'm sorry, or hit the tripod, rather. There is a lot of downtime. While pitchers are stepping off the mound and batters stepping out of the box and, pitching 10 times to get one bat on the ball. /99, Brett Kennedy in the Padres. So really, you can listen to a lot of baseball without having to totally watch it really intently. It's /99, Titan, Chris Bryant. Whereas with tennis, it's long as well, but man, you can't miss that. You can't look away or just listen. You have to kind of dedicate your time to it. It's /99, Brendan Rodgers and the Rockies. Here comes our other one I was talking about. First one we've seen. It's for the Cardinals. It's Harrison Bader. And Boys of Summer. I could not remember that card set name to save my soul. It's numbered to 10. The Boys of Summer and Harrison Bader. It's Crusade numbered for Chris Paddock to 199. That one's in the books. I would be interested to know, they probably keep statistics on this sort of thing, but I would be interested to know, what is the longest at-bat that anyone's had this season? Because, between fouling pitches off and pitchers that have a penchant to, throw over to first to try to pick off the runner, between all of those things, sometimes you're talking 10, 12 balls get thrown to the batter before an end result happens. And that doesn't even count if they've also thrown some balls trying to pick somebody off. So I would be interested to know, minutes-wise, what is the longest at-bat anyone's had this season? I bet you there have been some that have been really quite long. So Bryce Wilson, Atlanta Braves, Spectra base. They keep statistics on virtually everything, so you figure they probably do. Nick Senzel, Cincinnati Reds, Cornerstones. Let's hope it's signed. Oh, man, dang it. It's numbered to 49. It's a relic, and man, I wanted that to be signed. But it's a cool card. It's nice to have. I just was rooting for a little ink there for the Reds because, they're my hometown team. I like them. Felix Jorge. And that is headed to the Minnesota Twins. You got a Spectra base autograph there. One of the few we've seen that doesn't have a jersey attached to it. Kyle Tucker to 199, Titan. And a Cornerstones base card. It's numbered to 25. This may be the only one we've seen Cornerstones that doesn't have a relic or a signature or anything attached to it in this break, I think. That is Alex Bregman and the Astros with a Cornerstones base card. Harold Castro, unfortunate lower right corner there that I see offhand. That is numbered to 50. It's the Detroit Tigers. There's Eloy to 299. Oh, now this will make you happy for your White Sox. Here comes a nice little Michael Kopech for you on America's Pastime in the horizontal orientation. And that is numbered to 49. And you got a pinstripe on your relic, too. So White Sox, cool little hit. A Spectra that looks like it's going to be Chris Paddock. And it is going to be numbered to 75. Padres just keep racking up the parallels, don't they? Padres are doing quite well for themselves tonight, I think. Brings us into Last Box Mojo. So yeah, let's work our mojo here as a group and see if we can't conjure up something really nice out of this last box. After we look through the cards here in this last box, we will recap our relic and autograph hits. After we do that, I will put up the spreadsheet information one final time. If anyone missed it earlier, you'll get another opportunity to find out what the anticipated shipping date is. And we'll also take a look at what's going to be breaking in the days ahead. James, you need some ink? All right, man. I will do my best. I will do my best. That's numbered to 99, and it is Shohei Ohtani on the playoff card set. We have a Spectra, Bryce Wilson for the Braves. That's numbered to 75. Loaisiga, numbered to 199 for the Yankees. Pinstripe on that one too. Rookie jersey autograph Spectra is your card set. There's Eloy, numbered to 25. On the Classics card set. A Spectra base for the Brewers, Corbin Burns. Wrong. And what else have we got here in our last little box? We've got a Mitch Keller autograph for the Pirates. Contenders Baseball card set. A Phoenix to 199. That is once again Kikuchi. We have seen a lot of parallels for him tonight. There's a Titan Pete Alonso that is a prism. It's not numbered, but at least it is a prism. So those are always good to find. Vlad Guerrero Jr. I imagine this is going to be a trio of relics on the other side for Absolute Baseball, but let's find out. Yes, it is indeed that. Aaron Nola on a Phoenix Prism. Nathaniel Lowe, numbered to 99. Looks like it's going to be our last out here on Obsidian for the Tampa Bay Rays. There's a Titan for Mike Trout to 299, and a few more little base right there. All right, so that has got the break done. Let's do the recap. Hi, Jay. How are you? Jay just jumped on and joined us right in time for the recap, as a matter of fact. So timing-wise, you didn't have to sit through all the opening. You just get to see the good stuff. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. That's the way I like to hit them, too. Vlad Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. Nick Senzel for the Reds. Fernando Tatis. Padres. That is the Nationals. The Brewers. The Reds. The White Sox, the Brewers, the Padres, the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Mets, the White Sox, Padres, Indians, and Giants. Those are the relics that don't have an autograph or anything like that attached, just the straight up relics are what we just looked at there. Okay, we have Yankees the White Sox, Twins, Blue Jays, Rays, Red Sox, Astros, Blue Jays, Rays, Pirates, Lions. Let's try that again. Tigers. You can tell I got football in the brain, can't you? St. Louis Cardinals, Padres, Blue Jays, Mariners, Angels, Cubs, Brewers, Rangers, Rockies, A's, and Rays. Oh yeah, there's lots of autographs in here, Jay. This was a full case of Chronicles baseball, so there's tons of hits in this product. Yeah, that's the Brewers, the Orioles, Indians, Rockies, Mariners, A's, Giants, Blue Jays, White Sox, Marlins, Blue Jays with Guerrero, Jesus Luzardo for the A's. There's the Brewers and more Brewers. There's Braves, more Padres, Minnesota Twins, Minnesota A, Cleveland Indians, Toronto Blue Jays, Tampa Bay Rays, Detroit Tigers, Baltimore Orioles, Houston Astros. And the two first things we pulled out tonight were probably the two best things out of the break, in my opinion. Got a nice Wander Franco here, which, of course, he's a highly rated prospect in the Tampa Bay Rays organization. You got an on-card autograph and a relic on the Spectra card set to 99. And then the very first thing we saw that got us started off well was Fernando Tatis Jr., San Diego Padres rookie jersey autographs, Spectra card set, hard signed to 99. All right, so there's the break. There's the recap as promised. Spreadsheet information coming up to you again right here in a hot second. We'll take a look at when you can expect this to ship and what's coming up in the days ahead and all that coming at you right now. So Spectra, or not Spectra, good grief. I saw so much Spectra, it might as well be Spectra. Let's try that again. Chronicles baseball should be on the way to you approximately Tuesday. If I can get it out to you sooner than that, I will happily do so, but plan on Tuesday and we'll just be pleasantly surprised if I can get it done sooner. And of course, Luminaries Baseball, our first break of the evening, that one is actually going to go out the door to you sometime between now and next Friday. Anytime I do a free shipping break, it is always projected simply as no later than a week after the fact. Most of the time it goes sooner. Sometimes it goes a lot sooner, but it won't be any later than that. You don't need to worry about consolation cards for Chronicles. Tons of cards in there. Everybody pulled some, so no worries on that one. If, however, you got skunked in the baseball break, which would be for Luminaries, typically your consolation cards are just held to go out with your next package when it is a free shipping break like that. However, if you did get skunked in Luminaries and you don't want to wait for your next package to go out, you simply need to send me a message on eBay and let me know that, and I will gladly put it just in a plain white envelope, put a stamp on it, and send it your way. And oh, by the way, I do keep track of it for a rolling 90 days. So if you're wondering like how long I would keep track of it before your next package ships, it's a rolling 90 days. So what's coming up in the days ahead? Tomorrow night, we're going to do a master case of unparalleled football. So that will be a whopping 16 boxes. Sunday night's an off night because, yeah, football, start of the season. I know Thursday night was technically start of the season, but for me, Sunday, start of the season. Steelers, Patriots. Yeah, baby. On Monday, Trinity football, 5-star baseball, NT collegiate football, all by the full case. On Tuesday, we're going to do absolute football by the master case, which means we will open 2 6-box cases that come in a bigger box, and that's a master case. On Wednesday, for the first time in a long time, no new releases on Wednesday, but we are still going to start early. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. We'll open a half case of Gold Standard Football, which is the back half of a case that we started some time ago. And then we're going to open an 8-box case of Topps Chrome Jumbo. I don't say jumbo in there, and I should, and it also says football, so I'm really quite off the mark, aren't I? Obviously, I was running out of time when I was typing this, so maybe I'll just fix that. I didn't even see it earlier, but we'll fix it now. There, that's a little more like it. We're going to open Topps Chrome Jumbo Baseball full case break. All right, on Wednesday. So that is it for me tonight. As always, I do appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a great weekend ahead. If I do not see you again tomorrow night, I hope I will see you again soon. And until next time, bye now.